The naked little boy.
Squeak! Squeak! Here, kitty, 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 kitty! Squeak!
Yep. Cat's tail was twice as big as he is. Folks, we've got a bushel of tomatoes. We've got a sack of green pepper and a sack of red pepper. Fresh garlic, onion, a couple bottles of wine, and a flat of mushrooms. This video is going to be homemade tomato sauce.
Pour in the tomatoes and then chopping them up. We'll run them roughly through the blender just to leave them a little chunky but not such big pieces. And there's a lot of dicing to do because there's a whole bushel of those. Handy dandy little core tool. Makes short work of the cores. Just throw them in the blender. I'm going to chunk them up a little bit. And they're kind of blenderized and they go in the pot.
Hot one. Half full. Maybe a third of the bushel. Next are the veggies. Gotta get them going in the middle.
We've got 2 heads of garlic here that we're peeling, and then we'll chop it up and saute it to add to the spaghetti sauce. So the easiest way to peel these things is to just break the cloves over into sections, give them a good whack with a knife, and the peel comes right off. Much easier than trying to peel all that paper off from them.
Found himself a patch of sun. He is a tiny dog under that coat. Just clipped some fresh basil from our planters. Chopped up.
Basil's all chopped up, ready to go in. And we've got some red and green peppers all diced up, and I'm going to saute some and add it to the sauce. We saute all of our stuff in olive oil. It's healthy oil and it adds a good flavor to the sauce as well. And we chop up our mushrooms in pretty big chunks because we like nice chunks of stuff in our sauce. And once they get all cooked down, they taste like meat anyway. Open it. Get the deposits off the bottom. So I'm going to add about a little over half of this bottle. Adds a nice richness to the sauce. Let's see. Oh, lots more here. That looks good.
Sorry folks, but all the alcohol cooks out.
Other spices, I don't measure anything. We just kind of add and let it cook for a while. and then taste, and if we think that it needs more, we buy our spices in the big jars. So this is a 2-ounce cup. This is parsley, so we'll add that, and then we'll add some basil and some oregano. I think we've got enough garlic in there that I don't need to add any garlic powder, but the bay leaves are already in there, so we'll add some dried oregano and dried basil. Stir it up, let it cook a couple hours, taste it, and reseason. Then I add a little bit of salt, probably a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. Strictly personal preference, we don't add much salt with our cooking. I add a little bit of black pepper, and then I add about 2 tablespoons of sugar at the most. And that just helps to take out a little bit of the acidity of the tomatoes, which actually isn't too bad because we add the wine. So I still add just a little bit of sugar to take that acid taste off. And again, we don't measure anything, it's rough estimates. And just stir it all in and let it cook.
Still got more tomatoes to add.
Yeah, gotta add a few more tomatoes to the pot, fill it up towards the top. All the peppers, onions, and mushrooms have been sauteed and added in there, as has the garlic. And it just needs to cook now.
And cook. And cook. And cook.
Gotta keep stirring the pot so it doesn't stick to the bottom. It's a big pot.
Well, new day. Get this cooking again. We got a ways to go. Probably going to be another 4 or 5 hours simmering alone. Let's see. Here we go. We had to move the second pot. We decided to make it all tomato sauce instead. But we moved the second pot out here onto the grill because we needed the other large burner to saute the veggies that have to go in it. So we're looking at probably about another 20-25 quarts of some tomato sauce. Getting there. Cooked down about an inch already. Oh, need smell with these videos. 2 hours in, smoking. Oh yeah. Rack o' ribs. The other kettle of spaghetti sauce slowly cooking. Peach jam? We got finished product. Oh yeah. Peach jam.
And we're all cooked here, so we're going to start filling the jars. It's cooked 10-12 hours. We're all cooked here, so we're going to start filling the jars. It's cooked 10-12 hours total, I would say. Little funnels are handy. They make a mess anyway. But you can see the chunks of the peppers and onions and mushrooms in there.
We've got 7, 14, 21, and probably about another 7 to 10 quarts in there. That's that for this batch. Peach jam. hard weekend on the puppy. Thank you.